Shalom, shalom, and Happy New Year! Woo! Happy New Year! We see the straight lines on the armillary this morning. Yoo-hoo! Look at that! Look at that! The sun just came up. Shalom, shalom. We're out here, Moab, Utah. It's midday for us, which is 1:25 p.m. And with Ms. Nisi and Mr. Kefa, we've been celebrating the new year. But we've been out here marking the table. Midday, you can see how it's all starting to line up. But when we put our straight line on it, put just right in the middle of the lines, the dots.
Pretty good.
And we still see all the dots there. Nothing's disappearing at midday like it did on these other dots. And the armillaries from the rising of the sun has been showing us it's been straight line. See on this armillary that we're right there, midday, straight lines. This is our west-east arm. That has been straight across there since sunrise. And then this is our timeline, and it's going to keep moving as our time changes throughout the day. But this line here is going to stay straight. And we see on this other armillary, we have the same reading, same exact thing. Table showing us the same thing. Today is definitely the straight line. So woohoo! We'll be here at the end of the day and show you all of our results when we get to the end of the table and can give a good straight line reading for y'all. So happy midday, happy new year.
Happy New Year. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom. All right, shalom, shalom. We're out here getting close to 6 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, Moab, Utah. And we can see our armillaries are still showing a straight line. They've shown straight all day, which is a good sign, which we wanted to see. So we're going to start over here. This is facing west, and that's facing east. So here with Nisi, we see at the beginning of the day, we started with black, and we see the black has come all the way across. You can see it doesn't disappear. No disappearing of the black. All the way down here to where Kefa is, and we still see black. Let's slide this a little bit. You can see all the different colors here at midday.
Together.
We're expecting to see them together just as would be normal, but it doesn't deviate from that straight line at all today, like we had with the purplish pink color and the green. So today was definitely the straight line day. And I want to address a few things about that today. The straight line day. We have a lot of people that are saying they saw it yesterday on the 19th. And it's just really not possible to see a straight line 10, 11, 12 hours prior to the nighttime event of the equinox. Equinox, 11 o'clock on the 19th. 11 p.m. on the 19th. The equinox. You aren't going to see it at 11 or 12 or 1 o'clock the day before. On a leap year, on any year. Okay. So, yeah, you just can't have a straight line showing if the event hasn't even happened yet. And another thing we're finding, I think some people are confused about how to set their armillaries, because we are 38 degrees and 29 minutes. So that means we are half an hour. 29 minutes is half an hour. So we would set ours at 38, and it slipped, but at 38.5. So we have our 38 and our half. So I know it's a little confusing, but you got to look at it as time. So you have to convert your latitude to fractions. Another thing that we are wondering if is an issue is how people are setting their armillaries due north. What are you using for due north? Are you using the north side, the northern star, Polaris? Are you coming out and finding your due south at midday, because mid-south, I mean, your due south at midday is going to give you your due north. So at midday, you can set those due south-north directions by adjusting this line to the middle. Once you get your latitude set, you have to set your latitude first, always, on a level surface. Then you're going to adjust your armillary east or west to get to that due north. So this string here would be right in the middle of my arm at midday, and that would give me my true north and my true south, as long as my latitude is set right. I'm thinking some of the problems we're seeing is people aren't converting their GPS coordinates correctly for their angles. So we've got to remember how to read our GPS. But we're so excited that so many people are trying to look. And I mean, that is a blessing in itself. And we're all going to have our failures and we're all going to have our learning curves, but don't give up. Some days you're going to have stormy days and some days you're going to have sunny days. Important, if you're using a straight line method, you have to have more than one day on there to really be able to see the curve. Now, our sister Nisi came to learn, and she can attest on how important it was, because she has tried it before, not really knowing how to do it. And so you put your first line down there on the day before or the day of the equinox, and the day before is going to look straight. You're not going to be able to really see that difference unless you put your straight line on there. You know, you can kind of see it, but you really have to have 2, 3, 4 days of data.
5.
Even 5. Sometimes we'll start, if the weather permitting, 5 days prior. So you have good data laying across the table and can compare. You have to have something to compare it to. But it is exciting to see everybody out there wanting to know about our Creator's division of days and learn how to do this. So we'll do this again in the fall and watch for the fall equinox and practice with your armillaries. Get them out there. You don't need to have a seasonal change to get your armillary out. So get them out there and learn how to convert your angles right with your GPS. I think that's where we're having a problem, is we're not converting them right. So anyway, I think that's the problem. Today is definitely the straight line. And so we've been out here for a couple days, 2, 3 days, well, I guess 3 days now. We've been out here and marking, learning, watching, fellowshipping, and we just wishing everybody Happy New Year. If you have any questions, as always, you can email me at remnantofthelight@gmail.com. We'd be glad to answer your questions. We may not always have the answers, but we'll give it our best shot.
We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out for you. So, Carol, if you're watching, I'm going to try to call you so we can talk about what we think was the problem. Now, anyway, we want to wish you all
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Shalom, shalom.
and shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom.